Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to cover the Moon Astrology from, I almost said August. Like random months are coming out. Okay, November 16th through the 22nd, 2020. This is craziness. All right, so before I get started, I want to ask you to please help me with the channel analytics on YouTube. I'm getting lost in the shuffle, and it's super easy. You just need to hit the thumbs up. And if you will leave me a comment, that helps even more. And so anyone who leaves me a comment this week, I thought that one wanted to come. I will pull a card for you next week when I do the weeklies. So anybody that leaves me a comment, I will pull you a card. You can do it for your sun, your moon, and your rising. And then you could get 3 cards, actually. So I expect those will take a while, but those will be at the end of the video, so you can watch it or not. All right, so thank you in advance for your help. So the overall energy for you for this week, we have Spirit and the Philosopher. It is the mind-heart connection. This is soul resonance. This is heart resonance. This is listening to your intuition and allowing it to settle into your heart. How do you feel about it? Where do you want to take it? How do you want to go from here? It's beautiful energy. This philosopher has Saturn in the background, and so this is about possibly getting into some of the mystical arts or studying astrology. But Saturn is about boundaries, and it's about having a structure, a healthy structure in place to help you to get to where you want to go. And so almost like a divine plan is what it feels like. Yeah. Divine plan. Oh, I like that. Okay, so let's see what the book has to say. So that's number 25 for the Philosopher. 2 + 5 is 7. That's a very spiritual number. And it says you should follow that which you seek with your heart. So what does your heart want? It's the heart resonance. It's following your heart this week. And then you have for Spirit, you have the 8, which is infinity. It is self-mastery. It is strength. It is building something of value. And it says you are truly awesome and your own creator. You are truly awesome in your own creator. Spirit appears when we are gearing up for another steep learning curve on our spiritual path. He connects most strongly with those who have begun to work on themselves and are well and truly underway with their spiritual journey. Spirit connects with those in particular who have embarked upon the transitional journey of deep self-healing and self-understanding. It's really funny because this is Spirit's color, but the heart color was in the Philosopher. So maybe part of how you get there is this healing journey might be using a healer that works with tarot or Reiki or something along that lines, or taking a look at your astrological chart and seeing, having someone go over it with you about where are the challenges and where are your superpowers, right? He reminds us that everything is interconnected and there's no separation. There is no you and I as separate beings. We are all one energy. Call upon the energy to support you as you prepare for the next step of your amazing journey. You will go through a myriad of shifts and changes, self-doubt, and euphoria as you embrace the next deep learning process, and you will be guided through those shifts and changes. You are a spiritual being in physical form, and you have the potential to live a soul-filled spiritual existence on earth. You are truly awesome and your own creator, so embrace what is to come on the next leg of your journey. If you are feeling spiritually disconnected, lost, or simply overwhelmed, call on Spirit to guide your way. Your job here is to watch and listen to your feelings, Aquarius. Okay. So Aquarius. Oh, I just talked about this, and I think it was because the moon gets into your sign. I think this is why it showed up in another reading. So this is a time to feel your feelings and allow them to guide you. Aquarius has a tendency to want to think about their feelings, analyze them, decide if they're appropriate or not. And Spirit is really encouraging you to know, feel your feelings and flow with your feelings. And that will make the journey and the learning experience and the growth experience a lot easier. Sometimes you just can't explain how you feel. It's just how you feel. And there's no right or wrong about it. Feelings are never right or wrong. They're just feelings. Feelings are also not who you are. That's usually what I have to tell Pisces. They're not who you are, but they're not wrong and they're not bad to have. They're a great indicator of where you are in the process of growth. How you feel about something, if you feel good about it, you're probably on the right track. If it turns your stomach or you feel compressed or you feel stifled, then that's a good time to make a change, even if logically it doesn't make sense. Your feelings are your connection through the heart to your higher self. And so that's how your higher self is always talking to you. And that's why when people say, well, I followed my gut. My gut intuition, that's listening to your higher self. How does it feel? Your job here is to watch and listen to your feelings, sudden flashes of inspiration, and as always, signs and symbols from the dragon clans. Although these are sent by dragons, they can be subtle, so be aware and look for them. Meditate with Spirit and ask for guidance to inspire and enlighten you. So, I have been journeying with the dragons now for a little over a year, maybe probably 2 years. It started out with me in meditation seeing a dragon's eye. So, I was like, why am I seeing a dragon's eye? And it grew from there. But spend a little time maybe in meditation asking to meet your dragon. Everybody has one. Okay. Everybody has the ability to connect with one. That's what I just heard. So allow yourself to invite them in and be open to it, because the dragons bring wisdom and they bring that analytical quality and they bring that higher perspective, these things that I think of Aquarius, and they bring that power and that majesty that I think of when I think of Aquarius. And so this energy to see the big picture, to think outside of the box, to see the big picture and the power and the strength to create change. That is very Aquarian, and I just, as an Aquarius, I really want to encourage you to seek your dragon. You are being invited, I heard, to seek your dragon. Okay, so let's get into the week. We have on Monday, so I'm recording this on Saturday, and in just a few hours here, it's going to be the new moon in Scorpio. If you have not already set your intentions for that new moon in Scorpio, that is happening if you're an Aquarius rising, in your 10th house of career. Really good moon to use. And it is nicely aspected. There was nothing constraining this one, or one of the best new moons of the whole year. And so using this energy, even if, so you should be viewing this on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, but that energy is still there. That energy is still there. And so set your intentions and your goal. And if you're like, well, I don't have anything around career, whatever, that's because probably you're not an Aquarius rising. And so wherever you are feeling inclined, because it's probably based on your rising sign, to create change in your life, to use that new moon in Scorpio. So wherever Scorpio is placed in your chart probably has a lot to do with that. And where are you looking to create a massive transformation in your life? Focusing in on that and set your plans, your seeds of intention, state your desire to manifest this. And then right after that new moon, it will, like 6 hours later, it comes into conjunction with Saturn. No, into a sextile with Saturn, and very supportive energy. Now, Saturn is a co-ruler with Uranus of Aquarius, right? And so it's currently in its other sign that it rules of Capricorn, and so in Capricorn it likes structure, and in Aquarius it likes to expand the structure to include more. So right now, that energy of creating a structure in order to manifest what you want is necessary, and you have to be willing to work the steps. So there's just a lot going on with that. All right, so, and you can see there's a little lag on occasion with the video, and I don't know what that's about. I'm sorry about that. All right, so then the moon will move into Sagittarius later in the day on Sunday, and it's still there on Monday when we get started. And Venus will be squaring off with Jupiter in Capricorn on Monday, and then as we progress through the week, Venus will come into another square. That's a very tense aspect with Saturn, and Venus rules relationships and love and money and finances, right? And so tense conversations around this is going to be on order this week because of some of other things. And so getting clear on what it is that you want in the realm of what Venus rules will help you, because this is about embracing the transformation. And the stork, is that long-awaited change, right? The stork represents the 9 months of pregnancy, right? So it's a long-awaited change, and the butterfly is a long-awaited change. And so there's been something that's taking a long time to create the change, and it's happening. Now it's happening. But the stork isn't in flight, but it is getting ready, and the butterfly has transformed. And so I feel like this is a transformation that can go the distance. It's really beautiful. So embracing the transformation. The energy of Scorpio season, right? Has all been about transforming. So what in your life has been transforming? And then on Tuesday, the moon moves into Capricorn at 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. And then the moon will conjunct with Taurus, at 3:07 a.m. And pretty much that's an exact conjunction there, but it's been like there. that Mercury, I'm sorry, did I say conjunct? Opposing Uranus and Taurus. And so there's this really tense energy about communication that can cause a big eruption or disruption in your life, however you want to look at it. Could be for the positive, it could be for the negative. It really depends on how you choose your words and what your goal is. Wednesday, there's some really, really nice energy all day long. So I think one of the best energy days of the month, if not the year. It's been a rough year, right? And so take advantage of that to think about what you're dreaming about, what your goals are, and how do you want to communicate them out, and be willing to accept the hand of help and guidance from spirit, the hand of help and guidance from friends, family, however it shows up, that allows you to have this growth and to love yourself. Falling in love with yourself is the surest, quickest way to get to happiness. And so spend a little time in prayer. We have the beech tree, power in prayer. I have these beautiful twigs that I got from a beech tree. And when I hold them, I can just feel the energy surging through them. And They were on the ground. I didn't pick them off, but I asked if I could have them, and the answer was yes. It was nice. They kind of look like wands out of Harry Potter or something. And then you have stretch and explore. So there's power in prayer and stretch and explore. Where do you want to grow? Embrace the transformation. Spend time in meditation and prayer, listening to your intuition, but don't forget to feel your feels. Like that, those feelings, when you are, how you feel about something is your, I'm seeing a compass, you know, in the arrow pointing north. It's true north when you follow your feelings. And analyzing something could cause, you've heard of analysis paralysis, right? And this is the time to follow your true north. The true north is recognized in your heart by your feelings. So on Thursday, when that moon gets into your sign Aquarius, that's at 3:25 p.m., that moon has just recently gone through the gauntlet over there in Capricorn. First it went into Pluto. What do you want to transform? Then it went into Jupiter. How do you want to stretch and explore? And then you get into Capricorn, and Capricorn says, where are the boundaries? What is the structure? What are you trying to build? What is the path forward? See the ladder, like finding the path. What are the steps you have to take? While allowing yourself to be nurtured by the flow of abundance of the universe. This is emotional waters. She's not drowning in them, but she's definitely under the waterfall at times. She's a little damp, she's a little wet, but she's enjoying life and she's just being blessed. Nourish yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, I just heard. This might be a weekend where you really pay attention to eating lightly. Fresh fruits and vegetables or whatever, drinking plenty of water. Hydration feels really important for you. Okay, wow, we have a lot of cards. Seriously. Okay. Wow. We'll save that one till last. So we have the Nightingale. Loving messages from Spirit, enchantment voice. My creative soul sings through the night and brings healing and light. Focus on building your connections to your true self so that you do not depend on outer circumstances for strength and security. Your soul connection is your true support in life. You do not need to feel limited or afraid of external conditions, as they can be transformed through the magic of your soul voice. You can influence the environment around you through conscious choices. Rather than worrying an environment may have a negative effect on you, practice speaking your truth unconditionally and spontaneously from the heart. So instead of worrying, analysis paralysis, speak your truth unconditionally and spontaneously through your heart. What do you feel? You can cast a loving spell of enchantment to inspire and heal others as you do so. Then you have the turkey. It's not Thanksgiving yet. It says confidence, harvest, good things ahead. I strut my soul's stuff in the world with confidence and charisma. I think last week you got the peacock, which is all about strutting your stuff, if I remember correctly, Aquarius. This is good things take time to grow, and time to shine will come. And your time to shine will come. Practice gratitude and developing an abundant attitude. That is this card. This is the abundant attitude, right? Okay, so the abundant attitude, because the universe wishes to bestow many blessings upon you. Know that you are worthy of receiving good things in your life. You have plentiful resources to share with others, so it is safe to enjoy giving freely to others. Be open to healing from the past be open to healing from the past wounds around male energy. Every person has divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Everyone does. And so, okay. So, okay. All right. So this healing around the divine masculine energy is about softening your heart space, being open to your emotions. When my son was really little, and I want to say like 2, he was running full tilt through the house and he ran smack into the corner of a piece of furniture really hard. And he hit it and he went flying backwards and he sat down and he started crying because it freaking hurt. And my husband said, "Stop crying like a little girl." I'm like, dude, he's crying like someone who just got his head just about beat off of him. Like, he's allowed to cry when it hurts. You are allowed to cry when it hurts. You are allowed to feel your feelings and encouraged to feel your feelings. And keep that area in your heart thawed and open and receptive to the messages from spirit will speak to you through your emotional heart space. Connect with healthy pride and confidence to boost your esteem and to give you courage and worth to apply yourself to your goals. So much potential energy here. Confidence, harvest, and good things ahead. I strut my stuff in the world with confidence and charisma. And then you have the Thunderbird. You have the Thunderbird, which is really this energy right here. It says transition, initiation, and victory. You are meant to take a journey. It may be inner or outer journey, and you will have spiritual protection on your quest. Your current soul journey includes an experience of initiation. Initiation is Spirit's way of saying, oh, there's going to be a little bump in the road that may feel like a huge roadblock or worse. Okay, so that's the period of initiation, but that's where the transformation happens. And so feel your way through it instead of walling your heart off. Okay, so it says a challenge becomes a soul victory as you gain wisdom and an awareness of your courage and strength. Remember, strut your stuff with charisma and other inner resources. A new chapter will begin for you, signaling the end of a time of struggle and the dawning of a more positive, successful chapter in your life. Open your heart and mind with optimism as a significant blessings and gift of grace is headed your way. Wow. And the one I saved to last, I saved it to the last because it looks to me like the Star card, which in tarot represents the Aquarius. We have the Condor. And it says hope, unexpected success, and sacred alliances. I accept life and I thrive. I embrace the transformation and I thrive. This is not about surviving, Aquarius. This is about thriving. Even if all seems lost, there will be a reversal of negative trend and the restoration of life-affirming energy. Find the wisdom within to embrace that which turns others away from. In learning from all of your experiences, your soul will become strong, nourished, and empowered. Trust in the value of what cannot be put into words. You can tune into a deeper nonverbal way of being and communicating. You can have far-reaching influence. Authentic self-expression is important for your well-being. Listen to the wisdom of your body, aka listen to how it makes you feel. Authentic self-expression is important for your well-being. There's an Aquarius card. All right, this is really self-empowering message for you. And then we get to the moon moving into Pisces at 11:06 p.m. on Saturday. Earlier that day, the sun moved into Sagittarius. You know, I don't even know what time that happens. I've been talking about it all day. 3:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So happy birthday to all the Sagittariuses out there. Well, happy solar return, I should say. It's the beginning of your solar return, right? The moon also moves into Scorpio at that, I'm sorry, not the moon, but Venus moves into Scorpio at that time, which is the ability to really fill into your heart space and be able to communicate out in order to create transformation in your life. And she stays there until the 15th of December, so almost all the way through Sagittarius. And so Sunday with the moon in Pisces is about assessing where you are. How do you feel about it? Not assessing analytically. This is, with the moon in Pisces, this is how do you feel about it. When you're assessing it, it is about how you feel. And there's such supportive energy because that moon is going to be in a beautiful sextile supportive energy. I'm sorry, not sextile, but a trine. Yes, because they're both water signs. It'll be in a trine energy with Venus in Scorpio. So this is loving, supportive, emotionally supportive energy. So how do you feel on Sunday? If you've been confused up to then, really that is the time with all that emotional energy. And it's a Sunday, so you can hide out from the world if you want while you feel your feels and figure it out. But that is how you connect with spirit. That is how you hear from your higher self. How you remember what your divine plan was when you got here. It is how you figure out what action to take that brings the abundance into your life. And abundance is everything, right? It's spiritual, emotional, it's physical, it's mental. So it says here, action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action toward your dreams. Move forward with confidence. And abundance says, enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. It's beautiful. All right, so the final card today I'm going to pull for you is a card about, I am doing the Sun and Sagittarius readings will be out at the end of the week, but I just kind of wanted to give you a sneak preview into what the next 28 days of that Sun and Sagittarius is kind of moving toward here. We'll break it down more when we do the reading. But gosh, this looks exciting. So let's see what we get here for Sun in a Sagittarius for Aquarius. Wow. You have simplicity. You have simplicity. Deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. The more you get in touch with your feelings, the more you find the peace. You can't think your way through this. You have to feel your way through it to find the serenity and the peace in your life. And I mean, just be willing to embrace this transition, this transformation. It is beautiful and it promises to be very abundant for you. So I am excited for you. You guys have a great week. You have a great Sagittarius season, it looks like. I will see you back here, I think, on Friday for the Sagittarius reading. I'll see you back here next week. And be sure to leave a comment and hit that thumbs up. And I will pull a card for you at the end of the Aquarius reading. All right? You guys take care, and we'll talk soon.